Now, imagine being the most powerful man in the whole empire. You have the gold, the wives, the soldiers, and the people bow to you in the streets. But there's one catch. The day your father's heart stops, yours must stop too. Ekaro, Ekaso, Ekale. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever it is you're watching me today, I say good day to you. In the old Oyo Empire, the Alaafin was not just a politician. He was a living deity. He was the Iku Baba Yeye, the representative of the Orisha. To maintain this divinity, he lived in a state of sacred seclusion. He didn't walk the markets. He didn't attend burials. He didn't even settle street disputes. To see the Alaafin's face on a regular Tuesday was unheard of. The palace was his universe, and that is why he had the title Alaafin, Oniaafin, the owner of the palace, the one who stays in the palace. And he was its silent, hidden son. So, who ran the day-to-day activities? Who was the king the people actually saw? It was the Aremo, that is the firstborn son. While his father was the soul of Oyo, the Aremo was its hands. Remember Game of Thrones? Hand of the king. That's kind of who Aremo was. He had his own separate palace, his own court, and his own set of chiefs. When the Oyomesi, the powerful council of 7, needed to send a message to the king, they went through the Aremo. It was the ultimate celebrity. It tasted the power of the throne before it was ever officially his. But in Oyo, the Aremo could never actually become the Alaafin. This is where the story turns dark. The Oyo ancestors were geniuses of political engineering. They knew that if a prince had too much power, he might be tempted to speed up his inheritance. To prevent a coup, they created the Abobaku law. It was a spiritual and political contract. The Aremo's life was tied to the Alaafin's breath. If the Alaafin died of an old age, the Aremo died. If the Alaafin was assassinated, the Aremo died. If the Alaafin was told by the Oyomesi to go to sleep, that is ritual suicide, the Aremo had to follow him into the shadows. Now, can you imagine the pressure? Every time the king coughed, the prince probably felt a chill in his soul. The Aremo wasn't just a son. He was his father's most dedicated bodyguard, because protecting the king's life was literally an act of self-preservation. He lived a life of absolute luxury, but he was always standing in the shadow of a grave. This system kept the empire stable for centuries, but at what cost? We lost some of our most experienced leaders because they were forced to follow their fathers into the afterlife. I want to hear from you in the comments. Is this united in death policy a brilliant way to stop assassinations? Or was it just a tragic waste of leadership? And if you were the Aremo, would you enjoy the luxury? Or would you be looking for a way to escape the golden cage? I'll see you on the next one. Aremo.